Hi there, it's Elaine Lindsay with hashtag WSA Speaker Spots, and I'm really happy to be here with Amani Jackson. Hi, Amani.
Hi, Elaine.
She's a children's author with 2 books under her belt, and she's a Northern Virginia resident who obtained a master's in criminal justice, and she enjoys international travel. But that's not what's super important today. Today we're here to talk about a not-for-profit that Amani has started that she's calling Pledge. So I want you to give us a little synopsis about what led you to start Pledge. And then I have some questions for you.
Absolutely. Being a young woman myself, I remember a lot of the mistakes that I felt that I made and what could have been done within myself and with the help of others that could have helped me to stray away from some of the choices that I made. And I also see so many broken women, Elaine, in this world, and I realized it had to start at some point, and where could that point have been? And so I realized I need to get them when they're young and, focus them on themselves, and hopefully we could escape some of the tragic encounters that they may have later on.
Why is it so important to you to reach these young women?
I think that they really need to have someone explaining and helping them to see for themselves their value. I think a lot of times they look toward celebrities, they look toward their peers, they're listening for the validation that others are giving them to tell them what they're worth and what they can do. And I think that if someone is focusing them on themselves and their own dreams and their own opinions, it will help them see what they really want out of life and their worth. And they don't have to settle for what someone else is telling them, what someone else is showing them. And so I really want to focus on them.
You want to begin engaging with young girls on the matter of maintaining their virginity, and also for those that have already lost their virginity, in arresting their sexual activity. And you're going to be promoting, I understand, membership, community service, positive feminine identity, and educational advancement, along with resources and knowledge. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes.
What are the methods you intend to employ in order to achieve your goals?
I want to get these young women in an environment where they feel safe, expressing why they feel the way they feel. I want to get them into community service organizations so that they can become a part of the change in their community. I want to hear them tell me what organizations they're interested in, the YMCA, the SPCA, environmental organizations, something that's going to feed them. I think a lot of times when young girls lose their virginity or are having sex, they're seeking to fulfill something in themselves. And so if I'm showing them what that void is, then they're being fulfilled without degrading themselves and losing their sense of self-worth, because later down the line it's going to be a sense of self-worth that's lost. And when young girls start having intercourse, and they get distracted. They get distracted by that lifestyle, by that habit, and it pulls them away from investing in themselves. And so I definitely want to get them into mentoring other young women, going out into the community, having a strong feminine identity, and knowing that other girls, they don't have to be your enemies. It can be a female bonding period that strengthens females for generations to come, and that's what I really look for.
What are the challenges you believe that these young women have working against them in keeping their virginity?
It's definitely a lack of support. If you don't have a strong role model in the home, you don't have a good example in the home, your mother's promiscuous, your sister's promiscuous, no one is really sitting there showing you your worth or showing you how to maintain a positive self-identity, that's going to work against them. It is not rare for these young girls to go to middle school, high school now, and see their peers pregnant, to hear the girls speaking about their sexual encounters, to hear the boys speaking in a derogatory manner about their female counterparts. And so with all of that, coupled with whatever else they hear on the streets or see on TV, it's really hard to have one positive outlet working against all the darkness that's surrounding them.
So what more do you think can be done to protect these young women?
Anyone in their lives that loves them and supports them really needs to look at themselves and say, okay, I need to be an example, because young women watch, young children, period, watch. And so if they're not seeing anything in the home, in the community to emulate a positive lifestyle and to see a positive identity and a sense of self-worth, that's why they're so lost. We have to decide these young girls are worth investing in, and we have to teach them that they are the exception. They're not the rule. They do deserve to be put on a throne and treated as the princesses to become the queens that they are, and they don't have to settle. They have value, and we need to uphold that and protect it.
That was very well said, Amani. Thank you very much for appearing with me on hashtag WSA Speaker Spots. This has been Amani Jackson, and her not-for-profit is called Pledge. I'm Elaine Lindsay, the host of hashtag WSA Speaker Spots. See you next time.